hot yoga problems. Oh, I got them. Got them today, my yogi friends, my tens of listeners across the land. Thank you so much for tuning in to the latest, greatest documentary project as we watch one man crumble into madness in pursuit of health and wellness. I am your host, Rob Raffety. What a ridiculous morning I've just endured. I did it again, yes, my yogi friends, my tens of loyal listeners. Yoga Sculpt, which has about 10% yoga, 90% agony, cardio, bootcamp style activities, of which no yogi should ever have to suffer. Oh. You do a class like that, it's a great reminder of how out of shape you are. You think you're really in good shape because you can do some Core 2 classes. Woo-wee! Why don't you try something serious, man? It's only 45 minutes. That's how pathetic you are. I swear I was gonna die. I swear. There were moments where the Grim Reaper was just like tapping me on the shoulder. He's like, are you ready? It's not that hard, dude. All you gotta do is take a little step across the line. Oh, then all this would be over. Whew. I said, no thank you. I'm just gonna sit here like a slob and drool on myself in exhaustion. Meanwhile, everyone else in that class is fit as a fiddle. They're bouncing around like freaking chipmunks on crack. I mean, it's humiliating, but I deserve it. This is absolutely what I need. I need to expose myself to properly fit human beings. Go ahead, you're in the crosswalk. I know, it's crosswalk time. Anybody's in the crosswalk gets right away. There's a crosswalk like every 30 feet on Wilson Boulevard. I respect it. I'm always going to defer to the walkers. But it seems like there's just a lot. That's a lot of crosswalks, is it not? Oh, and a lot of them aren't at stoplights. That's the biggest problem. If it's at a stoplight, it makes sense. The walkers wait till they get the green man, the little green man, you know? But there's so many crosswalks that are just out there in the middle, and it's like immediately when someone steps into the crosswalk, they are in a zone of safety in their mind. And legally correct, but I'm telling you, like the physical world, physics, man v car, it does not turn out well. So please, look both ways before you cross the street. Do parents even teach their kids that these days? I don't think people do. People in this town just prance across the walk like it's like, dude, have you been in an Uber? Have you paid attention to the driving habits? Again, I had to comment. This is remarkable. I am on another gauntlet run of green lights after green lights. I have not hit a red light except for that first one. It could be just like it was last week, dude. And maybe this is the magical thing. Every Monday morning at this precise time, I can do an epic gauntlet run up Washington or whatever boulevard I'm on. Oh, it's so glorious when you don't have to stop at those stoplights. Oh, man. Here's the thing. I got to class really early today, as I am prone to do, especially when it's not in my home studio. This is at the Clarendon studio. It's a little bit further away. But they offer the class at 5:30 in the morning. So you know I had to get up at 4:30, get some coffee, wake up, leave around 5, get there at 5:15, and then get the preferred spot, upper left-hand corner. Yes, I was able to secure it today, but I know that was, in fact, someone else's traditional spot. I got a little stank eye. I could sense it. Or maybe I'm just self-conscious. But I think I took someone else's spot. Now, here's the thing. It's not really anybody's spot. It's free reign, dude. They don't secure or save locations for your mats at any studio in this area, as far as I know. Otherwise, I would go there because I think that's a real desirable effect, or what we call it, like a characteristic. I rolled in the class. I grabbed the secure location in the upper left-hand corner. I'm 15 minutes early doing my breathing exercises, and slowly other yogis start to enter the room, and I know that I just have a sense that I was in someone's traditional spot. And I get that because I'm always in the Tuesday morning 6 a.m. classes. Typically, I know where I want to go. And on occasion, I'm late. On occasion, someone else is before me. They take the desirable spot. I get upset about that, but then I have to take a deep breath and let it go. And remember, my friends, nobody has property rights in the yoga studio. The spaces are open. It's like Hunger Games. Cannon goes off. It's a free-for-all. May the best yogi win the spot of their preference. And that's what you got to do, man. You got to get there early. You got to get there early. Oh, that class was horrific. Yoga I can handle. Even intense, painful yoga, I can endure it. It's the cardio. It's burpees. Jumping jacks, lunges, weights. When you start working weights into a yoga routine, it's out of control. Who came up with that? Why did we want to mix the streams, man? This is like Ghostbusters. Don't cross the streams. You want to do weights, you want to do cardio, you want to do deep stretching. Those are three streams that should forever and always be separate. We need some silos up in here, man. We need some serious steel-toed silos to prevent unnecessary interloping across these types and styles of exercise. Someone just got crazy with the cheese whiz. It's like all these like hybrid fusion restaurants. Oh, it's Cinco de Mayo. Speaking of restaurants, I'm gonna crush some Mexican food tonight, man. I can't wait. The funny thing is, I act like I wait all year for Cinco de Mayo to crush some Mexican food. Meanwhile, I'm probably crushing it once a week. Mexican is probably my preferred ethnic cuisine. I will dominate nachos, tacos, chalupas, all the great American Mexican. Taco Bell style. Yes, I do it all, but I'll say that. Can I say something that might offend? Well, I don't think it will offend anyone, but people may disagree with me. I've yet to discover an excellent Mexican restaurant in the Washington, D.C. area. Someone challenge me on that. Someone help me out. Tell me where I can get an extraordinary quesadilla. There's some serviceable places. There's some good places, right? I go to a few of them on occasion, on more than occasion, really frequently. But I have to tell you, when I'm back in Buchanan, West Virginia, and frankly, North Central West Virginia, there's so many great Mexican restaurants in that hood. It's amazing that you have to go to a small town in rural West Virginia to get extraordinary Mexican food. I should have had them send me Speedy Gonzales by drone today. When are we going to get drone deliveries? Intrastate drone, baby. Let's get it going. I need some Mexican food descended upon me from above. I'll just open my mouth and they can drop it straight into my gullet. They could chuck out nachos, lettuce, tomatoes, sour cream. It would just fall upon me like rain. I would totally do that. I would pay $1 for that experience. And yes, a lot of it would end up on the ground. That's okay. We have a lot of birds in our yard, and apparently they just eat everything. I'm trying to reseed the backyard. Have you ever tried to grass your yard? To grow grass? You think it's easy? It's not easy, dude. There are combative forces always trying to challenge your effort to beautify your environment. I'm tired, dude. That was brutal. I don't want this day to begin. It was not a good way to start the day. They say, oh, it's great to just wake up and it's not. I feel like dog meat. I don't want this. Yet I'm reminded, this is how I need to do it. I must endure the suffering and punishment. I'll close with one thing. The yogi had some really interesting advice. Every class typically in a yoga starts off with like, set your intention. What are you going to do today? Or what's your mantra? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Most of the time I'm like, just survive. My intention is to not die. Is that possible? I've achieved that goal. If I could just not die in class, I'll be happy. But today, the yogi had a pretty cool idea. She said, if you don't have your own intention, I invite you to take up mine, which is perspective. Put some perspective on the situation. Many of you wake up early and you think of a mindset that says, I have to be here, versus I get to be here. I choose to be here. That's pretty cool. I was like, yeah, I kind of like that. I choose to get up. I'm fortunate and grateful for the opportunity to endure humiliation and punishment and physical stress of extraordinary magnitude. I get to do that on a Monday morning. And I wouldn't have it any other way, my friends. That's the way we roll. You got to subject yourself to the pain, the punishment, the agony, so you can achieve greatness through consumption of tasty foods and beverages. Yin yang, baby. Retox, detox, retox, detox. That's what it's all about. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time. Namaste, mofos.